Good morning and thank you for joining us on the Golden Sunrise National and World News. In the headlines, President Tinubu confers national honor on Bill Gates. Governor Fubara visits President Tinubu in Lagos. Reps Committee raises alarm as audit reveals missing 250 billion naira from public coffers. Bayelsa Civil Service felicitates with Governor Diri on 66th birthday. On the foreign scene, South Korean opposition party wins presidential election. Details coming up shortly.
It's your Golden Movement 97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio.
Many thanks once again for joining us on the Golden Sunrise National and World News. I am Moye Steven. Now the details. President Bola Tinubu has conferred the national honor of Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic on Bill Gates, American billionaire, philanthropist, and Microsoft co-founder in Lagos State. This was confirmed in post on X by Mr. Bayo Onanuga, the special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy. According to a statement from the Bill Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation, Gates is in Nigeria this week to meet with President Tinubu and discuss initiatives to strengthen the country's primary healthcare system. Siminalayi Fubara, the suspended Rivers State governor, has paid a visit to President Bola Tinubu in Lagos on Tuesday. Mr. Bayo Onanuga, the spokesperson to the president, confirmed the visit. However, details of their meeting have not been disclosed. Now, this meeting makes it the second time Sir Fubara and President Tinubu will be meeting behind closed doors after his suspension on March 18. The Public Accounts Committee of the House of Representatives has raised concerns over the disappearance of over 250 billion naira in public funds, as uncovered by reports from the Auditor General of the Federation. Honorable Bamidele Salam, the chairman of the committee, made this known while briefing newsmen at the National Assembly in Abuja. Honorable Salam said the audit reports revealed that the staggering sum remains unaccounted for across several government entities. Honorable Abayomi Akinturatan, the Deputy Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly, has resigned from his position. Honorable Akinturatan, who represents Elaje Constituency 1, cited the need to uphold the conventional zoning arrangement for elective officers in the state as a reason for his decision. In a similar move, Honorable Oluwole Ogumulausi, the majority leader of the assembly who represents Owo Constituency 1, also stepped down from his role, aligning with the same political understanding. Following Honorable Akinruntan's resignation, Honorable Olalede Begudu, representing Okitipupa Constituency 2, was sworn in as the new Deputy Speaker. Likewise, Honorable Olatunji Oshanti, representing Oshe Constituency, was elected as the new Majority Leader, succeeding the Majority Leader. The West African Examinations Council (WAEC) has refuted claims that it had cancelled the English language paper written on Wednesday, May 28. The delay in writing the examination in the night had sparked national outrage. WAEC has said it got hints of a paper leak, thus moving swiftly to protect the integrity of its examination by taking immediate measures. But in a statement by Mr. Moyeshola Adeshina, the acting head of public affairs, denounced a press release dated Friday, May 30, which claimed that WAEC had cancelled the English language paper and that a new date would be announced for its receipt. The Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) has directed commercial banks to start deducting charges from unstructured supplementary service data USSD transactions directly from users' mobile airtime. According to an email from a popular commercial bank to customers on Tuesday, the charges will no longer be deducted from customers' accounts. The commercial bank said the directive takes effect from Tuesday, June 3. Honorable Obuko Data, Agogofia, the councillor representing Uwereni Ward 8 in the legislative arm of Ughelli North local government area of Delta State, has reportedly slumped and died while playing football in the Uwereni community. A Facebook post noted that Honorable Agogofia's death comes barely 2 months after Honorable Friday of Owurumu, another councillor in the same local government area who represented Uwere Ward 16, died after a brief illness on April 23, 2025. Lamenting the loss, Honorable Jagro Ebo, the chairman of Ughelli North local government area, described the sudden demise as too painful to bear. It was gathered from sources in Ughelli that Honorable Agogofia's passing brought to 3 the number of serving councillors in Delta State who died while in office within the past 9 months. Retired Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, the River State sole administrator, has appointed 11 new permanent secretaries. The appointment was contained in a statement issued in Port Harcourt to newsmen on Tuesday by Dr. Mrs. Inyingi Brown, the acting head of service, River State. The statement said the newly appointed permanent secretaries will be sworn in by the sole administrator on a date to be made known. Now you're listening to the Golding Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golding FM Yenagua. Still to come, more news. Please stay tuned.
The gold standard of radio.
Welcome back. You're still listening to the Golding Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golding FM. Now for the rest of the bulletin. Barrister Mrs. Moye Charles Oyema, the head of service, has, on behalf of the permanent secretaries and all civil servants, extend warm felicitation to Governor Doye Diri on his 66th birthday. Barrister Mrs. Charles Oyema, in a statement while celebrating the governor's leadership, vision, and tireless efforts in shaping the future of Bayelsa State, said his tenure has been marked with remarkable achievements, and his dedication to the people is evident in the strides he has made so far. She said the head of service, permanent secretaries, and all civil servants prayed that God will engineer renewed strength and uncommon vision in him to steer the ship of the state to further enviable heights. The head of service also wished the governor more years of progress and prosperity. Mr. Okene Simon Peter, the permanent secretary of Bayelsa State Ministry of Education, has eulogized Governor Doye Diri for returning peace to the Opu Nembe Basambari community. Speaking to newsmen in Yenagoa, the Education Permanent Secretary described as historic the return of peace to the community, which was championed by Governor Diri. He thanked the governor for not just paying lip service to peace building, but going beyond rhetorics to restore lasting peace to the once troubled land, which has gone into the history books of the Opunnembe people. Mr. Okene Simon Peter also appreciated the Peace Committee led by renowned statesman, retired Vice Admiral Victor Karipri Ombo, for working painstakingly to deliver on their mandate to bring Opunnembe people together. He called on the chiefs, deputy chiefs, elders, special elders, men, women, and the youths of his beloved community to work unanimously to sustain the peace and put the ugly past behind them as one united, indivisible people bonded by blood, a common ancestry, heritage, and common cause for the overall benefit of all. He also charged all sons and daughters of Opunnembe to continue to preach and practice peace, as that is the only way to show true gratitude to Governor Diri for bringing peace to their treasured Opunnembe community. The Bayelsa State Ministry of Education has announced the dates and guidelines for the 2025-2026 academic session scholarship entrance examinations into its government model secondary schools across the 8 local government areas of the state. In a statement signed by Simon Peter Okene, the permanent secretary of the ministry, said the senior secondary SS1 scholarship entrance examination will be held on the 6th of June 2025 at 10 a.m. prompt. The statement says all principals of public secondary schools are required to present the list of JSS3 student slots assigned to them who are Bayelsans, come dressed in their school uniforms, and must come along with 2 passport photographs for identification. According to the statement, examination centers across the 8 local government areas are Government Model Secondary Tuam Brass, Government Model Secondary School Ekeremo, Ijo National Academy Kayama, Nimbe National Grammar School Nimbe, Government Model Secondary School Ogbia Town. Others are Government Model Secondary School Sagbama, Southern Ijo Secondary School Uporuma, St. Jude's Girls Secondary School Amarata for girls, and Bishop Dimiari Grammar School BDGS Ovum for boys. Now to the foreign scene, where South Korea opposition party candidate Lee Jeong-myung has won the country's presidential election on Tuesday. Lee, a candidate of the Liberal Democratic Party, was elected with nearly 50% of the votes. Just hours after winning the election, the newly elected president pledged to unite the people in his inauguration speech. Lee enters office at a time when the country is still grappling with deep divisions, which were further triggered after President Yoon Suk Yeol's shock martial law declaration last December. And that's the Golden Sunrise National World News from 97.5 Golden FM Yenagoa. But before we go, a recap of our major stories. President Bola Tinubu has conferred a national honor on Bill Gates. Governor Siminalayi Fubara has visited President Bola Tinubu in Lagos State. Reps Committee has raised alarm as audit reveals missing 250 billion naira from public coffers. The Bayelsa State Civil Service has felicitated with Governor Doye Diri on his 66th birthday. And on the foreign scene, South Korean opposition party has won the country's presidential election. Now, for news stories, comments, and observations, please send us an email at goldengfmyenagua@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and TikTok on 97.5 Golden FM Yenagua. The news was edited by Bright Okbo, and I am Moye Stephen. Good morning, and thanks for listening.